High atop the ancient stone tower, the air thickens with the scent of ozone and ancient magic. The duel of fates is about to begin, as Touka, inhabiting the hero's powerful body, faces the sadistic Diego. It is a clash between a commoner's desperate cunning and a noble's dark arrogance.
Are you truly suggesting a one-on-one duel in this sacred place? Do you honestly believe I cannot see through your facade of bravado when you are clearly trembling with fear beneath that legendary armor? You are nothing more than a pathetic child playing dress-up in a dead man's boots.
You talk a lot for someone who is about to get his world turned upside down, Diego. I did not ask for this body or this mission, but I am the one standing here now. If a fair fight is what you want, then prepare yourself for a very rude awakening.
Touka, please be careful with your movements. That man is not just an aristocrat. He possesses a level of malice that defies common logic. If you fall here, the hope of the entire world falls with you. We cannot afford a single mistake in this cursed tower of death.
Don't worry about me, Henri. I have a fire burning in my chest that this arrogant fool cannot even imagine. I have the hatred of 1,000 years for what he has done to my home and my friends. This isn't just about the world. It is personal.
If I had planned to use simple traps, I would have deployed them long ago to end this farce. To be frank, I have already placed a needle that can redirect the lightning magic directly into the heart of the Holy Sword. This chaotic dogfight is exactly where I thrive most.
I was actually considering if I should just kill the hero myself and prove I am the strongest. If I can slay the legendary savior, then my status will be undisputed across all lands. Are you certain you are ready for the sacrifice, Diego? One of us must die today.
I bet the water goddess would be very pleased to see one of us fall in this ritual. She was always fond of dramatic sacrifices, and you look like the perfect candidate to satisfy her thirst for blood. Why don't we go to the upper part of the tower and finish this?
Then it is decided. Let us move to the summit, where the gods can witness your humiliating defeat. I will savor every moment as I break your spirit and your bones. The ritual of the water goddess will be completed with your pathetic commoner blood staining these stones. The tension rises as the combatants ascend the spiral stairs, each step echoing through the hollow stone chambers. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance, resting on the shoulders of a perverted villager who has mastered the art of the hidden trap and the sudden lethal reversal.
I see her now. The traitor who sold us out to Diego is waiting at the top. Why do you insist on running away after everything you have done to us? You cannot escape the consequences of your betrayal, no matter how fast you think those legs can carry you.
I am not a traitor to my own heart. I am simply a disciple who is lending a hand to my master, Diego. He is the one who gave me purpose when the rest of the world turned its back on me. Now, I will ensure that no one interferes.
Master? You follow a monster like him? He sees you as nothing but a tool to be discarded when your usefulness dry. If you truly believe he cares for his disciples, then you are more delusional than I thought. Step aside before I have to break you too.
You see, once Diego is out of the equation, we will be allies again. But for now, we must follow the script. I have expressed my feelings so well, perhaps we can just let this go for now? It would be a shame to waste such talent on a corpse. These boys are some of the finest specimens I have collected. Friedrich also gave me this crystal of mana from remote necromancy. Now I will force them to unite into a single side and become the ultimate weapon of destruction. They will be far more useful as my puppets.
Forgive me, but I will be possessing Beltex to finish you. While my holy sword might not use my full power to stop your regeneration, my skills are more than enough to compensate. No villager can hope to read my movements or counter my divine speed and accuracy.
Now, instead of that, I have something else in mind. Thank you for being such a large and easy target. This type of enemy is much faster than I thought, but I have already calculated the trajectory of your downfall. You should have stayed in your manner, noble.
Oh crap, I cannot dodge him in time. This monster is moving with a speed that defies its massive bulk. I need to find a way to shift my weight and slide under his guard, or this will be the shortest duel in the history of the legendary hero.
Ein lo sabis, harden. Your pathetic little toothpick cannot pierce my skin when I reinforce it with the highest level of necromantic mana. Did you really think you could win with such a flimsy strategy? You are a joke, a mere commoner pretending to be a savior.
The difference between us is absolute. You cannot even read my movements, let alone counter them. How could you ever think a humble villager could win against a true master of the dark arts? Your arrogance is as large as your incompetence, and it will be your end.
No, I never really thought I could win a fair fight against a monster like you. That's why I never intended to fare fair in the first place. You see, the thing about villagers is that we know how to handle pests by leading them exactly into a hole.
It's as if I were having a fair fight with you. Not, you idiot. I lured you to this specific spot for a reason. Did you really think I was just missing my attacks by accident? I was weakening the structural integrity of the floor with every single strike.
The floor gives way with a deafening roar as the complex masonry collapses into the abyss below. Touka's trap has been sprung with terrifying precision, sending the massive demon and the shocked Diego hurtling down into the darkness. Gravity becomes the villager's most potent weapon against the high and mighty.
Using remote necromancy, I can ensure that all the demons I control use the same magic simultaneously. Since his body is now soaked from the fall into the lower chambers, I will attack his wet skin with my lightning magic. This will be our absolute victory today.
I see. So that was your plan all along. However, it is a shame that you will forget my name before you die. A body of a hero can only take so much damage before it finally breaks. I will return eventually, and you will not be so lucky next time.
Finally, this is a good opportunity. If that type of monster cannot move for a moment, I have to take the chance to strike. I cannot let my guard down yet. I have to use my full power to defeat him once and for all. Touka, mana level 9.
Die, you damned idiot! This is your final moment. I will carve my name into your memory as the villager who brought you down from your high throne. Feel the weight of everyone you have stepped on as you descend into the eternal darkness of the pit.
As the dust settles and the mana crystals are absorbed into the hero's body, a strange silence falls over the tower. The threat has been neutralized, but at a great cost. Touka lies at the bottom of the excavation, his body broken, but his spirit remains unconquered.
Well, at least everything turned out okay in the end. Why is the point of the tower excavated like this anyway? It's almost as if someone was waiting for us to fall. I need to find Andri and the others before the rest of this place comes down.
The battle is won, but the mystery of the tower and the true intentions of the necromancers remain hidden in the shadows. Touka Scott, the villager hero, has survived another day, proving that even a perverted commoner can change the fate of the entire world with a well-placed trap. The world as we know it is ending, and the legends of old are waking from their eternal slumber. Within the dense, humid canopy of the jungle, a group of warriors finds themselves trapped in a nightmare where the boundaries between life and death have completely dissolved into chaos.
I can hardly believe my eyes as the massive beast emerges from the foliage, its scales shimmering like obsidian in the filtered sunlight. A dragon? These creatures were supposed to be extinct for centuries, yet it stands before us, a living relic of a more violent era.
Calm yourselves. We are not here to be prey for these prehistoric shadows of the past. We must stay focused on our mission, for we are not his enemies. This forest is teeming with things that should not exist, and we must survive their hungry glares.
Watch out, everyone! It is moving faster than any creature of that size should be able to navigate. We need to find an opening or a way to neutralize its strength before it crushes us under its massive claws. Run while there is still a chance to escape!
Body strengthening. I can feel the mana coursing through this borrowed hero's body, pushing my muscles to their absolute limits as I prepare to face this titan. It is a desperate gamble, but I have no other choice if I want to protect the others from this fate. Damn it! This isn't enough. If only I still had the holy sword in my hands, I could end this threat in a single decisive stroke. Without it, I am just a boy playing a hero, struggling to find a way to strike back against a literal god.
Hey, Hiro-san, why did you tell us to gather here if this was the kind of suicidal mess we were walking into? I thought we had a plan that didn't involve being eaten by a dragon. This whole situation is completely messed up beyond any logical reason.
It was impossible for me to predict that something like this would happen. This island was supposed to be dangerous, yes, but not populated by monsters that have been dead for 1,000 years. We are in a place where the normal rules of nature no longer apply.
This place, it is surrounded by sheer cliffs on all sides, acting like a natural prison for these forgotten beasts. It is a beautiful and terrifying sight, a lost world where the inhabitants have been waiting for someone to finally stumble into their lethal, ancient domain.
Are we really expected to climb these steep precipices while being hunted by dragons? It seems like a suicide mission, even for a hero. We need to find another way out of this valley before the rest of the island's predators realize we are here.
Wait a minute. Is that a rock in the middle of the path? No, it's something else entirely. I can see shapes moving in the shadows, creatures that don't look like anything I've ever seen in the history books back at the farm. What is this place hiding? They are naked! I mean, look at those harpies and goblins. It is like we have stepped into a world where clothes haven't been invented yet. How am I supposed to focus on combat when the scenery is this distracting? This is a test of my very soul.
Those are the demons that the underworld spawns. They are not like the monsters of our time. They are pure manifestations of infernal energy. Shion must have used his power to summon them here, creating a bridge between our world and the depths of hell itself. You actually believed that your level was high enough to survive just by sitting in a cave? You really are an idiot, aren't you? The heroes of old faced these monsters every day, and they didn't do it by hiding away from the reality of the battlefield. The truth is that hell has a high concentration of mana, and the necromancers use that energy to fuel their struggles. These demons are just replacements for the ones that were lost in the wars. You have to kill that dragon with your sacred blade if you want out.
What? You're telling me the only way out is to fight that thing? This is insane, even for a necromancer's plan. I feel like I'm being manipulated by someone who enjoys watching me struggle for my life, and I'm starting to suspect that someone is you, Nicola.
I hope to see many more of your desperate battles, hero. Your face when you're in trouble is much more entertaining than when you're acting all high and mighty. Besides, you managed to send Shion to his death within his own sword, so you're capable.
Why do you want to kill them so badly? Is it because of what happened when that man entered Shion's body? Ever since then, your mind has been filled with nothing but murderous intent. It is starting to make me very nervous about your true goals. I hate that farmer's attitude and the way he looks at everything so lightly. It irritates me to my core. Don't treat me like a simple girl, Henri.
I've been through things you couldn't possibly imagine, and I won't let some peasant ruin my plans for this world.
Is this not fine? If the levels are adjusted so everyone can stay alive, then the mana levels will surely increase. This whole forest is part of my experiment, and I am not obligated to help that group of idiots for free. They are merely test subjects.
Don't worry, Henri. If something goes wrong, I'm sure Nicola will intervene. After all, she sent them here to train, not to die immediately. Just watch how they handle the pressure. It will be the perfect data for our future research into soul manipulation.
Look at her go! Henri doesn't even need to take a breath while she's running through this hellish landscape. She's finally showing her true strength as a necromancer. I'll show you the real power of this forest, and it starts with this simple insect. With someone like you, this tiny insect will be more than enough to cause a disaster. Witness the change in the environment as the mana begins to react to our presence. Everything here is stronger than the dragons you faced before.
Yes, I am the mysterious man. I have done a good job, haven't I, Nicola? I am the killer who can even end the lives of gods. As long as I don't expose my true identity, I can continue to operate from the shadows of this island.
Finally, we've reached the cave entrance. This is where we make our stand. I'll use every technique in the book to conquer this challenge, and Touka-san is the princess. It's time to put my training to the test and prove I'm a real hero.